But I think it will be very difficult for us being married for almost 32 years to squeeze everything in 10 minutes. I think
I was a child bride.
and after it's kind of hard, like what I said. I think it's very hard for us to squeeze everything. But because I love you, so I'm gonna give you the 8 minutes of the time. I'll just take maybe 2 minutes of it because I'm just gonna make 2 points. Let me start. I think 32 years ago, life is entirely different. I think, like I said, I think my waistline is only 26.
Mine was 22.
Okay.
I was thin underneath this.
So maybe about 26 inches, 120 pounds. And I was 22 years old when we got married. And though we are so, we were so ready then, that though we're so young and ready, there's a few maybe family members, they were in doubt as far as our being married. Okay? But like what I said, I think all through these years, I don't think we ever made a mistake. For the many years that we have built the family, by in sickness and in health, I think I can testify that. The only thing that I'm really grateful to God, I think He gave me a perfect gift. I think I can say it with my whole heart that He gave me a perfect gift, and it became more perfect. Remember when we got married, I was just a new Christian. Maybe I've been in the faith for about a year and a half. So I took the risk of having Shirley as my wife. Okay, even though we got married, she's already saved. But quote unquote, there's still a big risk in my heart taking Shirley, that knowing I still have in doubts that she's still saved. So I took the risk. So I would like to express my gratitude to God in everything that He had done. It's all by God's grace. Amen. That she's still here. It could have been a different life story that we can testify to you, if not from the goodness of God, And it was really a big risk. I would not recommend it to maybe the young people to do this, but make sure that when you do it, you try your best to hold on to your faith. And that's why, though God had given me a perfect gift before, it became more perfect when she had testified to be a good Christian like she is. Okay. Ma, in the last 7 years, our faith has been tested. We went through overwhelming problems that I could not even express. Something unimaginable that could happen to us would really turn our lives upside down. But I know all those days, you have been so supportive. You have been my strength when I'm stubborn, when I'm weak. You are always been there to uplift me. To uplift me when I'm down, and also at the same time, you've always been there to help and support me all throughout the years. And that's why I love you so much.
That was 3 minutes.
We first met in 1971, right? 1971, we lived in the same subdivision. It was at that time, the area was still kind of like secluded. There weren't many homes in the neighboring towns. So we were like, it was a gated community. So we were like, we basically knew each other. Melvin was also one of our neighbors. He was already in college. We were in high school.
And he wouldn't lend me the basketball.
So we knew each other. But we were young. I was 13, you were 10. Then when I left the Philippines to study in England, I was 17. He was 14. And he said goodbye to me. He came to our house and he wrote I had a little notebook and he wrote, my dear Ate Shirley. He said, and he gave me a ring.
Oh.
Believe that. He gave me a ring. So, I don't know, Alex. And it had Rey. It's a gold ring that his father made for him with his name, Rey. I said, oh, nice, very nice. I like it. But anyway, nothing, But he was just a cute little boy. He was only up to here. How girls grow, we shoot up and so he was only up to here. And he wrote, I will miss you, Ate. I don't have a sister, so, it's nice to have you as my ate. Too bad at that time, 1975, I just finished high school. And there were no internet, no social media, right?
Only party line.
So, oh yeah, the phone had a party line. So anyways, move forward to 1983. June 12, 1983. Before that, I was not Christian. And I had a boyfriend before, for like 2 years. But I wasn't really, I didn't want to marry him, He wanted to get married. Not in my thought that I would want to spend the rest of my life with that man. So I said, I want to go away, like vacation for a while. So I found out I'm good friends also with his brother and his brother's wife. So I said, I'll spend vacation there. I didn't know he was there. Rey was there. So anyway, June 12, 1983, we saw each other. I was like, wow, ang laki mo na.
Yun lang? At ang pogi-pogi mo ba? Pogi? Pogi?
Anyway, so we saw each other, June 12. And then I was staying at their house. He was staying at his brother's house, so I was staying there. So we talked a lot. And he shared his faith. But I'm not changing my religion. So every time he would open the topic, I would try and not talk about it. And then he would play Christian music. Oh, nice songs. And he said, oh, these are Christian. Oh, then I didn't want to listen. We were brought up that way. I went to UST education high school. UST is like the most Catholic school in the Philippines. And you were indoctrinated, you go into another church, it's a sin. You can't you can't talk about, this is sin. So anyways, I didn't wanna hear anything of it. But then, I saw the difference, And he at that time, he was going to, what's that seminar you were going to? For youth.
Bill Gatter.
Bill
Gatter.
Bill Gaither.
No, Bill Gatter.
Goddard, yeah, Bill Goddard. So he would, and then he'd come home and he'd tell me about it. And like he would go off. Instead of talking to me, he wants to have his quiet time, he'd pray. And I was like, really, like, there's something, because I knew Rey, and he grew up, he was the same age as my brother. So it was like very intriguing at the same time. I was like, there must be something to this religion. At that time I was calling it religion. So anyway, he shared his faith and I accepted, but I wasn't very sure and I wasn't very clear about it. So when actually this was June to July, I was in Canada, for 3 weeks I was there in Canada. Went back to New York.